another episode of Spartan Crew Gaming, and today we are talking about Middle-earth Shadow of War once again. They released another gameplay reveal on IGN first, and Monolith and them did this together, of course, because they're doing it for the entire month of April, and they're just releasing footage. It's awesome, it's looking great. I'm super excited. They are talking about loot today, so let's jump into the video. So, we see a bunch of loot in this video, like 2 different armor sets and some cool swords, and I just gotta say, it's looking awesome. Also, the graphics in this video are just looking better. Like, I think Talion's face is looking better, everything's looking better, the lighting. This game is just getting more beautiful and more complex in its gameplay aspects and in its graphical aspects. It's looking awesome. I cannot wait for this game, guys. But nonetheless, we get to see some really cool armor. The first armor set they show us is the Nmenrean Armor. They go over all the different slots that we have. We have our sword slot, our knife slot, the armor slot, I believe the hood slot, or like your cloak. So your cape and hood. I think some armor will have hoods. The ones they showed us here just have the cloak part, so the cape. And then, of course, the ring slot, which is your 1 ring of power that can do some pretty crazy stuff, and that you can earn runes for by killing some legendary orcs, which is pretty awesome. Nonetheless, we see this awesome Nmenrean armor they put on Talion, and it looks really cool, like has this black look. Kind of looks a little evil, not really. It looks really awesome, and I'm super excited to see all of the variety that we're going to get to see in these armors. And I'm just seeing the Nmenrean armor was just awesome. Also, we see some swords that actually have no benefit. They're just cosmetic. Like the Nmenrean sword gave no benefit to Talion's sword, but it just looked cooler. So I think there's just going to be some cosmetic items that really don't add too much, but just look awesome. You know, so you might have this really cool looking sword, but it might not add anything. Which, it's cool that they have some just purely cosmetic weapons that don't really do much, and then they have some really legendary ones that are really awesome. So, there's that common level, and there's an epic level of loot you can get. Nonetheless, we see a whole bunch of new things. We see the hunting of orcs for runes in this. We see some new names for the orcs, like Gravewalker, which means it's a resurrected orc, which means orcs probably from the Mystic tribe, which are necromancer orcs. They can actually probably raise some of their orc captains back from the dead. Which begs the question, can there be an orc that's kind of like you, that just keeps coming back every time you kill him? Because that would be pretty crazy and an awesome opportunity and an awesome way to fight an orc. If he kept coming back like you do, he'd be like, hey, I keep coming back from the dead. And you'd be like, what? I keep coming back from the dead. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the conversation would go like that. It would probably be a lot more serious, you know, a lot more British accents and, you know, orc talk and fighting. Nonetheless, you know, really cool that there's orcs that can come back from the dead. In the Mystic tribe, at least. So, and then of course there's like Gluttonous was one of the names, which that's like a fat Ulag orc. So you know, like I can't remember his name. It was like Urmasi the Gluttonous, and yeah. So it's really cool just to see that these different names for orcs and different styles of how they look. Really awesome. It's looking more and more unique all the time. I think I saw an orc in the background with like a face mask that kind of looked like the tower from the first game. It looked really cool and intimidating. I'm really interested to see all of the different armor and combinations we get, because it's going to be so exciting. Nonetheless, near the end of this video, we actually see a legendary armor set. And this armor set is actually the Bright Lord's armor set. And I think this is the one you earn probably from going into the tombs of Celebrimbor and such, because there's this little meter on the next to all his gear that shows like the I think it's the Ithuden, I don't know how to say it. It's some kind, it's the moon writing, I think, that Celebrimbor made, or moon forging, I can't remember. It's the thing they talk to in Moria, you know, speak friend and enter. It's that kind of symbol. And at the beginning of the video it was at 1, and I'll probably put this on the screen, and then at the end of the video it says 66. Like, they're little things you have to complete. So I'm pretty sure that legendary armor, that's the Bright Lord's armor, is something not only you have to maybe kill orcs for, but I think it's probably only a thing that you can get from Celebrimbor's tombs that are in Mordor, which makes complete sense. The armor looks awesome. It kind of has a mix between elven and then kind of looks a little more like evil almost, I think, and it's really cool to see it. Some of the abilities on this armor look way awesome. Like they can fill up your wrath meter, which gives you executions really fast, but actually you can also see certain nerfs. It says, you know, while you're getting this buff that makes you super powerful, it actually nerfs some of your other abilities, like by 50%, or, you know, and such, and maybe so on and so forth, probably 25% with certain different armors. But actually, certain legendary armor gives you a huge buff in certain areas, but actually will limit some of your power in another area, which makes complete sense, because you don't want to be OP, and some people are worried that in this game you will be. Don't worry, guys, there are 3 different levels of difficulty, and I'm pretty sure in these gameplay trailers they're probably making things a little easier, so it looks beautiful for us to watch, and it's easy for us to, get along with. So basically that's all they covered in the video, was a lot of just loot stuff. You get to put gems in your weaponry, and you can get gems from animals like a Graug. So when you kill a Graug, you can get a gem from him. So I don't know if you get gems from beasts. That would be kind of a cool mechanic, so kind of give you more of a reason to go hunting, and maybe they'll have some hunting missions, maybe with, a certain dwarf we know, like Torvin, or maybe a new dwarf, or maybe not even a dwarf, maybe it's a hunting elf, I don't know. But it'd be cool, and you could do missions, and I think that's a good idea. Don't know if Monolith's going to do it or not, but, it could be really awesome. Nonetheless, most of this stuff that I am getting the info from is the video, but of course, the people on the Shadow of War forums, there's this one guy always puts up a description of the videos and streams after they come out, and he's so faithful to do it. I just want to say a big thanks to the Shadow of War community and him, because that's where I read most of my information from, so I just want to give a big shout out there. But we see some really cool stuff from new orc hairstyles and, new armor and stuff in the background if you're keeping your eyes peeled. But there's just some really cool things that we get to see. If you pause the video, I suggest just pausing the video and looking at certain of the orcs' traits. And it doesn't have to be this video, it can be the IGN first video or whatever you want. But just pause the video and look at some of their traits. There's some really cool ones, and I'm really excited to see what they are capable of doing in this game. But nonetheless, guys, I really loved this reveal. It was great. We have, I think 6 days left in the month, so they have 6 days to keep pumping out these videos, and I think they will. I cannot wait to do more news on them. It's all I'm doing for my YouTube channel right now. I'll be doing more stuff, I promise, but with all the Shadow of War news, that's where I'm putting my focus as at the moment. But nonetheless, there'll be some more stuff coming. But guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how excited you are for Shadow of War, and I will see you in the next one.